You make a public commitment today to rule out U.S. regime change in Cuba?
I actually do want to show you one other thing from the hearing. I thought this was great. So there's Hawaii Senator. He's just kind of another generic leftist Democrat, Brian Schatz. And he asks Rubio, who is from Cuba. Well, his parents, first generation from Cuba. Rubio has told his story many times. You know, his parents working in a kitchen cleaning dishes, and that's kind of where he grew up when he was 5 years old, in the back of the kitchen and all that. And the fact that he's now become not only a senator but Secretary of State, I mean, it is the most beautiful American dream that anyone can imagine. But here's Schatz asking Rubio if Cuba is going to be next.
Will you make a public commitment today to rule out U.S. regime change in Cuba?
Regime change?
Yes.
Oh no, I think we would love to see the regime there change. We would like to, that doesn't mean that we're going to make a change, but we would love to see it change. There's no doubt about the fact that it would be of great benefit to the United States if Cuba was no longer governed by an autocratic regime.
I'm not asking you whether we would prefer a different kind of government. I'm asking whether you're trying to precipitate the fall of the current regime.
Yeah, but that's statutory. The Helms-Burton Act, the U.S. embargo on Cuba is codified. It was codified in law, and it requires regime change in order for us to lift the embargo.
Okay.
He's just good. Like, he actually knows what he's talking about. He knows the laws that he's referencing. And of course, we would prefer that there be some sort of internal regime change in Cuba. But imagine, I don't know what's going on here, but imagine if we could do something kind of similar to what happened in Venezuela to Cuba. I live in Miami right here. This is Little Havana. I mean, quite literally, just a couple miles away is Little Havana. And I can promise you, if the regime in Cuba fell, the streets would be overflowing with mojitos. Okay, that's what would be going on here, because the Cuban people, especially the people who left Cuba, and again, most of them came to Miami. Watch Scarface if you haven't seen it. I watched it again like 2 months ago. It's just great. They know what oppression is, and they know what freedom is. And I would say to the Democrats, why don't you like it when people are free, either here in the United States or in other countries?